Greetings, Bluto. What do you have for us today?
Well, I have an exciting show today. Bluto's Take extended a full hour of nothing but debate analysis, fascinating logistics, folded into a glistening Mobius strip of mind-numbing details. Wait, don't turn the show off. I'm just kidding. Come back. Okay, here's what I actually want to talk about today. Unity, and specifically American unity. Have you all noticed Trump's latest addition to his rally speeches? It goes like this. Imagine what our country could accomplish if we started working together as one people, under one God, saluting one American flag. I love it, don't you? I especially love it because it flies in the face of the current election mass media mode of separation. Constant separation. Separated by gender, by age, by race, by education, by... Oh, good grief. Can you think of any way they don't separate us for their data-craving polls? Of course, my favorite separation is by states. This state, that state. Battleground states. Only those states matter, right? Well, we do need to win, so I see the point. But it can get a bit tiring when contrasted with Trump's one people sentiment. I like the idea of Trump's one America. I've been fortunate in my life. I've traveled to nearly all 50 states, even Alaska and Hawaii. Heck, I even lived and worked in half a dozen states, not just vacation there, including Alaska. Now, that's a wowzer. Big league. That I can tell you. What I'm trying to get to here is I've never visited a state I disliked. Every place I've been to, I've always found something good about it, and definitely something great about the people there. Every single time. Well, I did have this out-of-body experience being sick in Nebraska. Apparently, Bluto is very allergic to the cornfields when they're spewing pollen. In retrospect, how many of you get to tell the memorable story of being so sick you're floating above your body at a Nebraska gas-and-go truck stop? Now that's a memory. Thank you, Nebraska. One thing I did notice in my travels was a lot of California bashing. Oh, sure. Some of it was just friendly snark when people found out I was from California. I can take the teasing. Heck, I wasn't born here, so before I moved to the granola state, I would make fun of it too. See? There I go, the granola state, filled with fruits, nuts, and flakes. Now, some of you may not know this, but I haven't always been the calm, measured, non-demonstrative person you see today. In my youth, I kind of had that California craziness going. Imagine that. In fact, my nephews still call me Crazy Uncle Bluto. And for many years, my purpose in our family was to be an example. Oh yeah, I was an example, all right. I was that one family member whose sole purpose was to provide an example of what not to do. Kind of like California. Maybe that's why I belong here. If America is one big family, then California is that crazy uncle who is the living embodiment of what not to do. See, we do have a purpose out here. All joking aside, I do really love it here. The California that I hold dear to my heart is one with deep American roots. It's part of my America. Yes, we have some major problems created by the progressive one-party rule for so many years. But is that really any different from the same problems we have as a country? Things are a mess. It's just that California takes it to level 11 on the 1 to 10 scale. So despite being hectored by some of my conservative friends and being advised to get out and abandon her, no, not me. I'm going to stand my ground. Going to stay and do my best to save it. It's worth saving. And isn't that what we're all doing right now? Don't you feel like our country has made that crazy wrong turn and Donald Trump, with our help, is going to wrestle the steering wheel back and guide us back on track? I know I feel that way. Imagine what our country could accomplish if we started working together as one people, under one God, saluting one American flag. Ah, yes, that is a beautiful sentiment. So So let's just ignore the pundits and the TV news readers as they continue their quest to divide and conquer us. Let's focus on our unity and what binds us, that connective thread through all the beautiful states, the United States. And if you're feeling down and maybe a little angry at some nonsensical state, like, say, California, just think of him as that crazy uncle. Remember the importance of that family unity. You still love him. Yeah, he's part of the family. Maybe he just needs a little more help. I know I do. And that's Crazy Uncle Bluto's take. Until next week, cheers.